For those tuning in nationally, AFAN is a nonprofit organization dedicated to bringing common sense, fiscally responsible, and transparent legislative solutions directly to the people of Nebraska through the ballot initiative process. We exist because many of us grew tired of waiting for solutions from the traditional status quo, elected officials, or political consultants. Nebraskans want results now. This effort is homegrown, nonpartisan, and simply for all Nebraskans. Today, we officially launch the signature gathering phase for two critical constitutional amendments. These petitions, the winner-take-all electoral vote petition and the hand-count ballots petition, this is not a partisan movement. This is a populist movement. This is for the people. These solutions were developed by Nebraskans for Nebraskans, and they represent a comprehensive blueprint for reclaiming our state's voice and ensuring government accountability. We are not alone. Behind these two petitions are over 40 co-sponsors that will be submitted today to the Secretary of State, something that is an historic effort that has never been done with petitions before. Normally, there's 3 to 5 petition sponsors. There are 40 people from across the state of Nebraska that have said, we want to be a part of this sponsorship. We believe that every citizen is a legislator. We are inviting all Nebraskans to make history, knowing that we are one signature, one vote away from enacting meaningful change. So, to detail our first petition, I want you to introduce a key voice in our election integrity efforts, Kirk Penner, who will discuss why the hand-count ballot petition is essential to our democracy.
Thank you, Eric. First of all, I'd like to give my normal disclaimer that I am speaking as myself and not as a State Board of Education representative, which I am. Hand count ballots. My name is Kirk Penner. The hand count ballots petition is fundamentally about trust and transparency. Our initiative is simple. Requires all Nebraska elections to continue using a voter verifiable paper ballot, but mandates that all votes must be counted by hand. It also clearly prohibits the use of electronic vote counting machines. This initiative is unique because it seeks to make Nebraska a national leader in election protection. This petition simply codifies the most secure and publicly verifiable method of counting votes. By prioritizing the manual counting of every ballot, we are setting a strong precedent that can be a trend center for other states looking to restore public confidence in their election system. This is a profoundly nonpartisan issue. The desire for a secure, transparent, and auditable election process is supported by Republicans, Democrats, and independents. It is not about changing who votes or how they vote, but rather how we count those votes to ensure every single Nebraskan knows their ballot was counted correctly. It does not impact voter opportunity or restrict voting rights. It only changes the mechanism of tabulation to guarantee integrity. This move aligns perfectly with national calls for strengthened election procedures. By adopting hand count ballots, Nebraska will ensure our elections are reliable, auditable, and beyond question. Next, Tom Nesbitt will detail our second petition, the winner-take-all system. Thank you.
Thanks, Kurt. Thank you. I'm Tom Nesbitt. The winner-take-all petition is about one simple, powerful idea: restoring Nebraska's unified voice and reclaiming our political influence on the national stage. For decades, Nebraska operated like nearly every other state, awarding all of its electoral votes to the candidate who won the statewide popular vote. Then in 1991, our unicameral legislature changed that system, shifting to a district-based approach that divides our electoral votes by congressional district. That decision has had a far greater impact on this state than many realize. Let's look at the record. Since 2008, Nebraska has split its electoral votes 3 separate times: 2008, 2020, and 2024. In each of those years, the candidate who won the statewide received 4 electoral votes, while the candidate who lost statewide still captured the single electoral vote from the Omaha-based 2nd Congressional District. This pattern has persisted through 3 rounds of redistricting, each one withdrawing the lines and reshaping who counts in CD2. The result? Some Nebraskans have literally seen their presidential voice silenced, not because they changed their vote, but because the district lines changed around them. Today, one district, fueled by millions of dollars in outside spending from national political organizations and dark money groups, controls 20% of Nebraska's electoral power. That imbalance means presidential campaigns focus almost exclusively on one pocket for our state while ignoring the rest: our farmers, ranchers, and our small business owners, our working families, our rural communities who make Nebraska who we are. And it's just not conservatives who are affected. This system also hurts moderate and traditional Democrats as well here in Nebraska, whose voices are drowned out when outside interests pour money into CD2 to advance an agenda that doesn't reflect their values. The winner-take-all petition restores fairness. It ensures that presidential candidates must compete for all of Nebraska, not just one zip code, and that the statewide majority, wherever it is, speaks with one clear, unified voice. The winner-take-all initiative is about common sense, unity, and fairness. It's about ensuring that when Nebraska speaks, the nation hears one voice, and that's our voice. Now to discuss the broader impact of these initiatives, please welcome Doug Fitzgerald.
Well, thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. I'm Doug Fitzgerald. Hello, Nebraska. This is a great day to be a Nebraskan. We may have only 5 electoral votes, but we're launching today carries national implications that cannot be overstated. What we're launching today is historic. What we're launching today will give Nebraska the power to shape the national conversation. So let's look at the national impact of these 2 distinct but very complementary efforts. First, winner take all. While the national media often fixates on the swing states, changing this law in Nebraska is vital. It secures the presidential outcome for the statewide winner, increasing Nebraska's national political relevance. And it forces presidential candidates to actually campaign across all of Nebraska, from Scottsbluff to Omaha, and that's what we want. In a close national election, every single electoral vote matters. This initiative ensures Nebraska votes aren't carved up by outside interests, laser focused on one urban district. We're saying, hey, if you want Nebraska votes, then come talk to all Nebraskans. Second, hand count ballots. Now, this one is all about trust. Most Americans, regardless of political party, just want to believe that their vote counts. It's that simple. By requiring a secure, paper-based, and transparent hand count process, Nebraska can set the national standard for election integrity. Nebraska can become the very first state to fully adopt a method that is simple, that's auditable, and inherently difficult to manipulate electronically. No fancy algorithms, no mysterious machines, just Nebraskans counting Nebraskans' votes. This initiative is a nonpartisan gift to the nation, showing that grassroots, everyday citizens like you and me, can lead the way in strengthening democracy for everybody. These petitions aren't just about winning an election. They're about empowering the people that hold the system accountable. That's why we built this effort outside of the typical political consulting and establishment bubble. Because real change doesn't come from polished talking points. It comes from people who have had enough, and they're ready to do something about it. And that's why we're here today. We are uniting conservatives, moderates, and principled Democrats, folks who may not agree on everything, but who have belief in integrity, transparency, and unity that still matters. And together, we're proving that Nebraska's voice is clear, it's strong with integrity, and impossible to ignore. Now, to close things out for a final call to action, I'd like to introduce Dana Sievers.
Good afternoon. I'm Dana Sievers, and I'm proud to be one of the original sponsors of these two petitions. Now that all 5 of the AFAN petitions have been introduced, we are ready to mobilize. Today, we're calling on you, all Nebraskans who care about our great state and our country, to join us as petition circulators and county captains to make this grassroots movement a reality. We need over 125,000 signatures to allow Nebraskans to vote on winner-take-all and hand-counting ballots in November of 2026. Now, we realize that this is a massive undertaking, that every petition and every signature counts toward the goal. Whether you collect 20, 30, hundreds, or thousands of names, your contribution matters. So please don't hesitate to step up. Every signature brings us closer to victory. I believe in this movement because it will be powered by passionate patriots all across Nebraska who want to get the job done on all 5 of the AFAN petitions. To turn your passion into results, we've built a sophisticated infrastructure to organize circulators and track signatures in real time. As a petition circulator or a county captain who stores supplies and receives completed petitions, you'll be a part of a professional, statewide effort that is built for success. If you're ready to join this historic effort, simply register at our website at forallnebraskans.org. That's forallnebraskans.org. Those here today can also scan the QR code on the front of our podium to register. Let's ensure our state speaks with a unified voice in every presidential election going forward. And let's guarantee every vote is counted transparently and securely. Sign up today, and let's take to the streets to complete the mission to shape Nebraska's future. We are one signature and one vote away from making history. Nebraska, here we go. Thank you.